Good morning, everyone. It is said that hard work and loyalty is a gift not everyone possesses. And rightly so, because half a century ago, it was the dedication, hard work of one person, his loyalty to his own dream, a dream called Symbiosis, which came into existence. And today, more than 4,000 family members of Symbiosis joyfully and proudly have their share in this beautiful journey. Symbiosis was established by Professor S.B. Muzumdar, a teacher of botany way back in 1971, and is today a family of academic institutions, which include university, colleges, centers, museums, and schools that have been imparting quality education for the last 50 years, and is a host to over 45,000 Indian and international students. Today, we have all gathered to celebrate the commemoration of the 50 glorious years of Symbiosis. May I now request Dr. Vidya Rodekar, Honorable Pro-Chancellor Symbiosis International University and Principal Director Symbiosis, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Sophia. Honorable Founder of Symbiosis, Dr. S.B. Muzumdar, sir, Mrs. Muzumdar, the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajni Gupte, Deans of various faculty, staff, teaching, as well as administrative staff, and several alumni who have joined from not just India, but from all over the world. It gives us great pleasure to again meet on the anniversary of Symbiosis and the Republic Day of India. First of all, I convey my best wishes to all of you on these two very momentous occasions. As Sophia very rightly said, that it's been since the last 50 years when one person envisioned a small not-for-profit organization. I'm sure he and Mrs. Muzumdar did not realize that it would grow on to become one of the largest multidisciplinary universities in India. Along with the university, of course, we also have schools, we have the Arts and Commerce College, and two beautiful museums. An offshoot of Symbiosis is also another two large universities, which Swati looks after, which is the Symbiosis Skills and Professional University in Pune and the Symbiosis University of Applied Sciences in Indore. So if you look at it, I think Symbiosis has covered the length and breadth of the country by its physical presence, that we are present not just in the campuses where the Symbiosis International University has its off-campus centers, but even in Indore, where we have another sister university. And of course, we've also grown in excellence because of the hard work and dedication of all the members who are present here in front of me. I must applaud several people who have been a part of this wonderful and successful journey. And the best part of Symbiosis is that I always say in the lighter vein that there are many people in Symbiosis who are older in Symbiosis professionally than what I am. And I think there is some sense of belonging in each one of us when we talk about Symbiosis. And it's not just about the directors, the deans, the teaching staff, but even the administrative staff, and more importantly, our own students. Each one of you has really toiled hard to bring laurels to Symbiosis. If you look at our rankings, we have really climbed up. We are amongst the top 50. I know we need to climb up to be in the top 25 universities, which will happen very soon. Whether it's the NAC accreditation with the highest score, and we are now again prepared to go through another round of NAC, which I'm very confident that we'll also get a very good score. Apart from this, I think innovation and research are two things that we've brought in over the last couple of years. So Symbiosis, which was more known as a teaching university, which produced employment, which it continues to do so because that is most important for our students, and students join Symbiosis in seek of jobs and employment. We are slowly moving towards becoming a research intensive university. So the national education policy has also given us, I would say, wings to fly and carry out very innovative things within our university. And surprisingly, whatever has been prescribed in the national education policy, almost more than 80% of it we've already been doing. We just need to institutionalize it. National education policy also talks about two different kinds of universities, a teaching university and a research university. I would place Symbiosis in both. I mean, Symbiosis should be a good teaching university because students come here to learn and then, of course, build capacity and apply their learning that they have learned here to the corporate world or to the outside world. And of course, research, because we need to produce innovations, we need to produce new things, new solutions to the existing problems. Internationalization, we are way ahead, and we've been one of the front runners in our country. We've shaped policies for the government of India, specifically in the national education policy. We've contributed so much that it has been acknowledged not just by the committee, but even all the stakeholders across the length and breadth of our country. So Symbiosis has now moved from an institution or an organization that would just impart education to an organization that is one of the leaders in, I would say, knowledge production and contribution, because we've really contributed to several areas, even apart from internationalization, to the mental health policy, to the health promoting university. So, in the legal faculty, we have been requested to come and contribute on various bills. And I think that is the beauty. So we've matured enough that the government now recognizes many of us and many of our disciplines to contribute to policy making. So the whole journey has been very, very satisfying. And I'm sure when Dr. Muzumdar and Mrs. Muzumdar look back, I'm sure they are the most satisfied couple, because something that was started in their house has blossomed into this beautiful tree with several branches and fruits, and the students doing so well wherever they go. I would also like to acknowledge the hard work once again of each and every one of you. And I hope that you will continue to, partake in this whole journey of Symbiosis and make this institution one of the best, not just in our country, but in the world. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. The journey of 50 years of institution building and inspiring lives, just the way ma'am said, has been a journey of its kind. Let us now see a glimpse of this glorious journey.
Symbiosis dwells in many hearts, as it does in the many walls of this place. Symbiosis is the laughter of students and also the quintessence of education. Symbiosis is one with the awareness of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and this is the story of its journey so far. Symbiosis International University is the result of a synergy between people and their vision. The journey of Symbiosis began with the vision of one man, Dr. S.P. Majumdar, who recognized the many challenges and social issues faced by foreign students in India. With his foresight and compassion, he endeavored to create a system of institutions to mitigate the struggles of these students. Driven by his dedication and perseverance, Dr. S.P. Majumdar accumulated funds to establish the university and was helped in his cause by many noble souls along the way. Symbiosis was founded on the 26th of January 1971. The initial vision for the university manifested as an English language teaching institute, centers of cultural exchange, and museums. The society that was envisioned by Dr. Majumdar also translated into the setting up of schools for shaping young minds. Symbiosis International University continued its expansion through a number of institutes and centers of excellence in Pune, Bengaluru, Noida, Nashik, Hyderabad, and Nagpur. Symbiosis was accorded the Deemed University status in 2002, a critical milestone in its eventful journey. What started as a foray into law later blossomed into the many branches of management, computer studies, health sciences, media and communication, humanities and social sciences, engineering, and architecture and design. Today, Symbiosis International University is known by everyone as a world of its own, replete with its diversity of people, flora, and fauna. The university is on the path of continued enlightenment and success. all a credit to the humility, vision, and dedication of its founder. The journey took a significant turn when, deeply inspired by the life story of Anandi Gopal Joshi, India's first female physician, Dr. S.B. Majumdar decided to start a medical college for women. Today, Symbiosis Medical College for Women and Symbiosis University Hospital and Research Center are already well positioned to become world-class institutions dedicated to serving humanity and also taking up the responsibility to serve people in the many villages and hamlets around the lovely campus. Together, these institutions of medical excellence have been instrumental in creating an ecosystem for ensuring the well-being of the community, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, by being the front-runners in COVID vaccination drives, COVID testing, and the critical treatment of COVID-19 patients at the 900-bed-strong state-of-the-art hospital and research center. This endeavor is a testament to the self-realization that Dr. S.P. Majumdar displayed over the years by challenging his comfort zone and striving to do more for the cause of education, the true purpose of the university. Symbiosis International University today is an active and significant participant in the transformations happening in the education sector. Marked by its holistic internationalization efforts and adoption of the national education policy, upholding the quality of education and showcasing the strength of privatization of education. To celebrate the legacy of Symbiosis and this inspiring journey of over 5 decades, Symbiosis International University organized a grand and enriching Golden Jubilee Lecture Series where renowned public figures from various spheres such as science, politics, administration, sports, films, and other domains were invited to grace the landmark occasion and share their vision for the future of Symbiosis. The university bears 3 avatars today, a culmination of its journey of 50 years. One of culture, one of education, and one of health. Physical, mental, and social. Symbiosis International University's identity has acquired many hues over the decades, but the world was, is, and will always be its family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
Indeed, a wonderful journey. And we would always strive to take Symbiosis to greater heights. As many of you know, Symbiosis was established primarily for welfare of the international students. Muzumdar sir has always shared a very close bond with them. Today, we have a few international students congratulating sir and Symbiosis for this great accomplishment. All these students have been the ex-presidents of Symbiosis International Students Council. And after that, we have a few more international students performing on this August occasion. May we have the video, please?
Hello and congratulations on your Golden Jubilee. What a wonderful achievement! 50 years of excellence. I am a proud alumni of Symbiosis International University. My 3 years in Symbiosis were the most extraordinary years in my life. I learned so many valuable lessons from people that I met along the way. My professors, my classmates, my second family, all the international students, and a very dear man to my heart, Dr. Mujumdar sir. I learned to dream, to commit, to work hard and persevere, to achieve. But I also learned that along the way, you should never forget to celebrate and enjoy life. I am so honored to be a part of these celebrations. Vasudeva Kutumbakam.
I want to congratulate Symbiosis International University from Dr. S.B. Mujumdar sir to everybody else that is a part of that amazing university on the occasion of the Golden Jubilee. This is an important day, not just for Symbiosis as it turns 50, but it is important for me because it is the first time I came in contact with Symbiosis International University. And I would go on as a member of the council and also as the president of the International Student Council to organize many of 26 January events in that amazing university. When I look back today, those little skills that I was able to accumulate being part of the council and leading the council have been the most transformative of my life so far. Even professionally today, part of the work that I do with the United Nations is pretty much related to what I used to do as a member and the leader of the student council. For example, I work with UNESCO and I do educational programming for peace building. This is pretty much what we used to do in the council with the aim of bringing together different people from different parts of the world to try and build bridges among them. And so when I look back those years in the Symbiosis International Education Center, those years at SCIE, those years interacting with a lot of different people in Symbiosis have gone on to be the most impactful of my life. And for that, I will always be grateful. But of course, I want to thank Dr. S.B. Mujumdar sir and the entire staff of wonderful university. I wish them the very best for the more 50, 100 years ahead. And I wish that it continues to be a home away from home for a lot of foreign students.
Hello everyone, wishing you all a very happy 50th anniversary to all the Symbians. I, Punita Shah, is immensely happy to be a part of the 50th anniversary. When we were at the council, we got immense opportunity to be celebrating with each and everyone, so it gave us a different opportunity of understanding and knowing people around. This really evolved and helped us developing ourselves and gave us a lot of opportunity to grow. That not only helped us then, but it's even helping us now. I really want to thank each and everyone for being a part of my journey at Symbiosis and the faculty there. As Mr. Mujumdar always says, the world is one family. It truly is. His values really hold a lot of meaning to my life.
In the beginning, I would like to thank Mr. Mujumdar sir that he made his best to create an environment in which the international students feel like they are at home. Actually, Symbiosis innovates in creating an ideal environment to learn and grow on both the academic and personal levels. As because it helped me to exchange experience and cultures with students from all around the world. I improved my leadership skills and helped me to be the person who I am today. I am thankful for Symbiosis for everything that it gave for us, and I wish the best for it to keep going in graduating leaders to help their societies and countries in growing up. Studying at Symbiosis represents a perfect life to learn, live, grow, and find yourself.
A very happy and heartfelt congratulations to Mujumdar Sir, Vidya Ma'am, and the entire team at Symbiosis on its 50th anniversary. While I was pursuing my education at Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce and later my master's at SIMS, I got the opportunity to be part of the International Student Council. I represented my country, Nepal, and went on to represent the council as its president in 2010. I remember it being the most colorful days of my life. Without joining Symbiosis, I would have never had a friend from Turkmenistan or known the national anthem of Eritrea or tasted delicacies from Sri Lanka. This exposure to different cultures helped me so much later when I took up my first job in Dubai. Tackling a multicultural work environment became very easy, and more importantly, that's the kind of place I wanted to be in because it reminded me of Symbiosis so much. I am truly grateful to Symbiosis for not just giving me great education, but identifying and bringing out the best in me. Congratulations once again. I am so proud to be part of the magnificent history Symbiosis is creating in the field of education and beyond.
I want to thank Symbiosis for building me up and getting me ready, groomed for the corporate world and the business world. I also want to thank Dr. S.B. Mujumdar for the love and care and support and being so there for us, especially we international students. I want to congratulate also Symbiosis for completing its 50th year, and thank you for being there, because without you, I don't think I'll be here. And also, I can't wait to be back to see all the good things, and I can't wait to bring my kids. I love you.
बजने ते धड़क धड़क ढोल ताश धड़क धड़क भंडारा झिड़क झिड़क मल्हारी खड़क धड़क भड़क साली चटक मटक फटक साली दुश्मन की देखो जो फाट लावली अरे बजने ते धड़क धड़क ढोल ताश धड़क धड़क भंडारा झिड़क झिड़क मल्हारी खड़क धड़क भड़क साली चटक मटक फटक साली दुश्मन की देखो जो फाट लावली मारे या कोई मारे ना यहाँ अपनी भी थोड़ी अदा थोड़ा अंदाज है ऐसे हैं चाहे वैसे हैं अरे जो भी हैं जैसे हैं खुद पे हमें नाज है जाने ना हमको ये ज़माना चाहो तो हमको आज़माना यारबाज हम चालसाज हम इश्कबाज दिलवाले कहते हैं हमको प्यार से इंडिया वाले छू लेते दिल के तार से इंडिया वाले हर जीत जीत ले हार से इंडिया वाले दुश्मन के छक्के छुड़ा दे हम इंडिया वाले दुश्मन के छक्के छुड़ा दे हम इंडिया वाले.
That was absolutely splendid. Thank you, dear students. So you see, we have come a long way, and many are the contributions of dedicated staff members who have brought acclaim to Symbiosis on various fronts. As we commemorate the 50 years of Symbiosis, we wish to appreciate these efforts by inducting such accomplished people in the Symbiosis Hall of Fame. May I now call upon Dr. Rajiv Eradikar, Dean, Faculty of Health Sciences, Symbiosis International University, to enlighten us about the inception of Symbiosis Hall of Fame.
Good morning, everyone. At the outset, my greetings on the occasion of the 73rd Republic of India and the Golden Jubilee celebrations, in fact, the culmination of the Golden Jubilee celebrations of Symbiosis. Well, as we introspect over the last 50 years, 5 decades, there's a need for recognition of the achievements and the accomplishments of 3 most important stakeholders who have contributed to this growth and legacy of Symbiosis. And when I say three stakeholders, it is not only of the Symbiosis International University, but more importantly, the Symbiosis Society, which includes the schools, because they are the ones who antedated the establishment of the Symbiosis International University. And as a father figure, Dr. Muzumdar rightly says, the most important VIP person on campus are the students, whom we acknowledge by various scholarships and the Chancellor's Gold Medals and various other recognitions at various other fora. Second are the staff, both the teaching and the non-teaching, who are also recognized at the time of the performance appraisal and the various benefits which come because of the performance appraisal. And the third category of alumni, both the senior and the junior ones in their chosen fields, both on a professional front as well as on a social front. And as we thought at the university and at Symbiosis Society, we researched on what best practices are globally, because we are in this era of recognition, accreditation, and benchmarking. And so we thought that let's see what the best universities in the world are doing to acknowledge the contribution of these three categories of stakeholders. There were the University of Oxford, University of Webster, University of Rochester, and so many other universities globally across the well-developed and the other LMICs. And we found that most of them have got physical infrastructure, some of them have got a virtual infrastructure of recognizing and a platform for taking due cognizance of the achievements of their stakeholders. We therefore thought of adopting the new age mantra of deploying technology rather than making it a physical infrastructure. And there emerged the concept of this virtual Hall of Fame, where we said we would admit the various stakeholders in the various categories and then have them a permanent place rather than having a physical infrastructure, a virtual place on the websites, which today is the window to the world of both the Symbiosis Society as well as the Symbiosis International University. And true to the function of the university and the society, we had a very elaborate procedure. I won't go into the detailed rubrics which the Vice Chancellor and Dr. Vidya did guide us in having to select the various winners in the various categories, right from the school nomination process, the selection process at the individual constituent level, the scrutiny committee, which went into the details of the accomplishments quoted by the individual aspirant, as well as vetted by the directors or the heads of the different institutes. And then a further committee to actually interview the candidates who claim to be aspirants for this coveted admittance to the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame, therefore, is a recognition of the accomplishments and the contribution thereby to the growth and the legacy of Symbiosis. And my congratulations to the stakeholders, to the winners in various categories who have been admitted in this inaugural batch of the Hall of Fame, and therefore today become permanent members of the Symbiosis family in that sense. And we hope that they continue to develop their association with the Symbiosis family in whatever their capacity are, especially the alumni, especially the senior alumni who have been passed out for more than 20 plus years. And they continue to be role models and continue to remain in touch with their alma mater. So congratulations to the winners. And I now would hand over the mic to Dr. Sophia to conduct the proceedings further with request to the Honorable Chancellor and the President and the Chancellor to actually declare the winners in the various categories and then have them admitted virtually to the virtual Hall of Fame. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. May I now request Honorable Chancellor, sir, to kindly announce the awards. The first award to be announced is under the category of Teaching Staff, Symbiosis International University. Requesting sir to please announce the name.
I'm happy to announce the Award of Excellence in the category of Teaching Staff, Symbiosis International University. Number 2, Dr. Deepika Pandita. Thank you, Deepika. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. May we have the video, please?
Hello, sir, madam, and my fellow colleagues. I am Dr. Deepika Pandita from SIBM Pune. I'm humbled to be here today to receive the award of excellence under the teachers category. Thank you to the entire Symbiosis family and the management for this wonderful recognition. This accomplishment would not have been possible without the support I receive from my students and fellow colleagues and the non-teaching staff of SIBM Pune. A special thanks to the director of SIBM Pune, Dr. R. Raman, who has been an inspirational leader and a constant support in my journey. 11 years ago, I came to SIBM Pune with the passion of teaching and research, and I intend to give my best in the same dedication even in the future. I feel blessed to be a part of the Symbiosis family. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Deepika. The next award to be announced is under the category of Teaching Staff, Symbiosis Schools. Sir, may I request you to please announce the name?
I'm happy to announce the Award of Excellence in the category of Teaching Staff, Symbiosis Society to Mrs. Vijayaraji Prashant Rathore, Assistant Teacher at Symbiosis School, Nashik.
Good morning. I am Mrs. Vijay Rathore from Symbiosis School, Nashik. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Dr. S.B. Mujumdar Sir, Dr. Vidya Ma'am, Dr. Sia Patil Sir, Dr. Gargi Ma'am, Milind Sir, Principal Ma'am Mrs. Leena Chakravarti, and Symbiosis family for selecting me for the Award of Excellence under the teaching category of Symbiosis Schools. I'm thankful to all my superiors for giving me an opportunity to serve the school for the last 19 years. It is indeed a matter of pride and privilege for me to be a part of this celebration today. This award is a symbol of motivation to be a good learner throughout my life. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Mrs. Vijayaraje. Coming to the next award, which is under the category of non-teaching staff, Symbiosis International University. Chancellor Sir, requesting you to please announce the name.
I'm happy to announce the Award of Excellence in the category of non-teaching staff, Symbiosis International Deemed University to Mr. Rajesh Das, Manager, Symbiosis Studios, Symbiosis Institute of Media and Communication.
Honorable Mujumdar Sir, respected Vidya Ma'am, Rajiv Sir, Swati Ma'am, and the entire Symbiosis fraternity. Thank you for recognizing my work and for believing that I deserve this honor. Thank you, Ruchi Ma'am and Dharmen Sir, for nominating me. This award is truly special to me and is also totally unexpected. I never realized the passage of time and how Symbiosis transformed from being my workplace to becoming my family. Now I look back, I realize my growth as a professional by virtue of being a small contributor to this great institution. It feels like a dream to receive this honor on our Symbiosis Golden Jubilee year. World cannot express the emotion I feel at this moment. Thank you for recognizing my contribution. I'm truly humbled.
Congratulations, Mr. Rajesh. Chancellor Sir, may I request you to announce the next award, which is the Alumni Young Achiever for Social Contribution. We have 2 awards under this category.
I'm happy to announce the Award of Excellence in the category of Alumni Young Achiever for Social Contribution to Ms. Ritvika Banerjee, an alumnus of Symbiosis Center for Information Technology. Thank you.
some emotions in life which cannot be expressed in words, and perhaps this is that feeling which I am currently running through. Thank you so much, my entire Symbiosis family, for finding me suitable for this huge honor. Appearing in the Hall of Fame of Symbiosis International University is something like a dream come true for any symbiont. Thank you so much. I'm extremely elated and happy to accept this honor. Vasudevat Kutumbakam.
Congratulations, Ms. Ritvika. Requesting Chancellor Sir to announce the second award under the category of Alumni Young Achiever for Social Contribution.
I'm happy to announce the Award of Excellence in the category of Alumni Young Achiever for Social Contribution to Mr. Abhijit Jejurikar, alumnus of Symbiosis Institute of Business Management.
The greatest education in the world is watching the masters at work, said Michael Jackson. Well, I have done exactly the same throughout my journey. My name is Abhijit Jejurikar and I'm a proud alumnus of SIBM batch of 2006. I'm incredibly honored and grateful to receive this prestigious award of excellence for the Symbiosis Hall of Fame under the category of Alumni Young Achiever for Social Contribution. This award will only encourage me to take Dharavi Reloaded to greater heights. I would like to express my gratitude to the Honorable Chancellor Professor Dr. S.B. Mujumdar and Pro-Chancellor Dr. Vidya Yuradika for always supporting my vision. Also, thank you to all the Vice Chancellors, Deans and Directors who chose me for this honor. Symbiosis is very close to my heart and I proudly wave the flag wherever I go. Special thanks to my family and friends for always supporting me. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Mr. Abhijit. Thank you so much, sir, for announcing the awards. I now request you to kindly inaugurate the Symbiosis Hall of Fame virtually. Thank you, sir. We are now eager to listen to the man himself, a teacher and educationist, a visionary leader, a father figure to so many of us. May I now invite our beloved Professor S.B. Mujumdar, sir, founder and president Symbiosis and Honorable Chancellor Symbiosis International University, to kindly address the audience.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurmedeva Sarva Karesha Sarvada. Vice Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, faculty in Pune and in off-campus centers, non-teaching staff, and all those who are participating in this auspicious event. Today we are celebrating three important occasions. One is 73rd Republic Day of India. Second is we are celebrating 75th anniversary of India's independence. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And the third and the most close occasion to our heart is that we are celebrating the Golden Jubilee of Symbiosis. And therefore, on this occasion, I extend to you my heartfelt greetings and wish you peace, happiness, prosperity, and good health. Today, when I look back and go to memory lane, I recall that day when I got an idea of starting Symbiosis, an idea which emanated from a simple and small occasion of foreign students in the Ferguson College hostel suffering from jaundice, putting his head on my shoulder and profusely weeping. And the result was the tears of a foreign student became a turning point in my life. This small beginning, this small Gangotri was the origin, starting point of Symbiosis. Symbiosis, as you know, was started not as an educational institution. It was basically a cultural center established to bring foreign and Indian students together on one platform, develop friendship and brotherhood, and thereby promote international understanding. It was in 1976 that Symbiosis International Cultural Center was inaugurated by the then Foreign Minister, Mr. Ashok Chauhan. He provided a home away from home. He provided a platform for foreign and Indian students to come together, live together, understand one another, and develop some kind of symbiotic association. So we realize that cultural activity is not enough. Perhaps education is the best medium to bring foreign and Indian students together on a large scale and for a longer period. And so we started education institution. So the cultural center now became education center. We started educational institutions in different faculties. And ultimately this resulted in the establishment of Dean University. We also then realize that education is also not enough to serve the society, to serve the community, to serve the country. And so we decided to launch hospital which will take care of health of students, staff, health care for common man, villager, poor people residing in villages. So first there was culture, culture became education, and education was also supported by our health. So this has been our journey for the last 50 years. And like a river meandering, the Symbiosis also meandered in its journey, facing obstacles, overcoming them, but ultimately progressing, flourishing, flowering. This university has so many campuses in the country. We have Bangalore campus, we have Nashik, we have Nagpur, we have Hyderabad, we have Noida. We have schools, we have museums. One dedicated to the architect of Indian Constitution, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, and second for Afro-Asian countries, so that our Indian students and people will learn something about lesser known African countries of the world. Symbiosis is multidisciplinary university. And that is exactly the beauty of the university. When I look back, I wonder whether one professor in Ferguson College can do and can accomplish all these magnificent achievements. And then my heart tells me, no. Symbiosis was the dream of the destiny. And the destiny selected one person to realize its dream. And I was lucky, the destiny selected me when I was in Ferguson College as a teacher. A teacher establishing International Cultural Center, International University. A teacher establishing museums is something which was in the dream of destiny, or calling God, or Almighty. There are very few founders of either educational institutions or of industries who live to witness the Golden Jubilee, I was lucky to be alive, to remain present on this occasion of Golden Jubilee of Symbiosis. And I thank God for that. Just as I look back, at this age of 86, I also look to the future, look in the future. What should be the journey of this Symbiosis in future? In the last 50 years, this organization has really grown very well. It has created its own brand in India and abroad. It has to its credit many achievements. What will be the direction of the journey? How Symbiosis should navigate in the next 50 years? And here I say that I look upon this university as the university of the future. And when I think of that journey, the next 50 years, I realize the significance and importance of the motto that we gave to this organization way back in 1971. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Udana Charitanam tu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Those who have generous minds, those who have noble minds, regard this world as one family. Udana Charitanam tu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Very often I think whether this Upanishadic thought of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is relevant today. A thought which is 2,500 years old, is it relevant? Is it relevant in the world? Which is divided into many nations, which have civil boundaries, which are different races, which have seen tremendous advances in science and technology, which has experienced 2 world wars, which has so many religions, castes, creeds, cultures. But I have a faith that the Upanishadic thought, which might have come in the mind of a sage in remote forest, must have a great vision. A vision which can be translated. A vision which can be realized. That sage must have thought that the day will come when the world will be one family. And when I say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, it means men, women, children, plants, rocks and hills and mountains. All these are interconnected. All these are related. All these are interdependent. And this interdependence is of great significance. Where there is coexistence, where there is respect for all animals, respect for all plants, respect for your non-living things. And this concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, it is to be realized, in my heart I feel that it can be realized only by Symbiosis International University and through education. I would like to share a very pertinent and relevant thought with you. In 1897, Swami Vivekananda went to America to participate in World Religious Conference. And while roaming in America, he happened to meet some journalists in Michigan University. And there were questions and answers between journalists and Vivekananda. And at one stage, Swami Vivekananda made two predictions. One was, in exactly 50 years, my country will achieve independence. Journalists were stunned. And remember in 1897, there was not even the First World War in the picture. At that time he said, come what may, my country, India, will get independence in a very strange way in exactly 50 years. And it happened. In 1947, India became independent. He also made second prediction. And he told those Western journalists that, look here, 20th century may belong to you, but 21st century will belong to India. 21st century will be India's century, and India will be Vishwaguru. And there is no reason to believe that India, Swami Vivekananda's statement will not come true. It has to come true because many of his predictions have come true. That was the strength, spiritual strength of Swami Vivekananda. And if what Swami Vivekananda says is correct, and it is going to come, if 21st century is going to become India's century, and India is to become Vishwaguru, then we have to examine our own education system because ultimately a guru has to give lessons from some education system. And I feel that our Symbiosis International University should think of framing such education system. We must frame the syllabus in such a way that our students must first learn that national boundaries are notional boundaries, man-made boundaries. This education system must include that people in the world may have different cultures, different customs, different mother tongues, different cuisines. But ultimately, their blood is red, they have same tears, they have same smiles and laughter, they have same pains and agonies and ecstasies. And therefore, all humanity has ingrained unity. This education system must also consider that material body, material needs are no doubt essential. Dialectic materialism has become. But at the same time, spirituality has its own role to play in the life. Material needs will satisfy your body. But spiritual lessons will teach, train your mind. We need technology, we need science. And the Western countries have extremely good and advanced knowledge of science and technology, no doubt about it. And we can't ignore it. We must accept it. We must also accept the whole culture of Western people, their original thinking, their innovation, their thirst for knowledge. We must accept it, and we have accepted it. But the trouble is, our education system gives more stress on science, technology, so-called isms, capitalism, communism, socialism. But our education system has not cared to imbibe the wisdom that has been there for centuries and centuries in our scriptures. Fortunately, our ancestors stored their wisdom in the form of scriptures. Take Ramayana, take Ram Bhavar, take Upanishads, take the discourses of Shankaracharya, who propounded the philosophy of Advaita. And what is Advaita? You and I are not two. We are same. Unfortunately, we have very good in technology, science, computer, software, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and all that. But the wisdom that is hidden in our scriptures has to be dug out and make a part of our education system. I call it Western wisdom and Western dynamism. The dynamism that has come out of science and technology, and the wisdom that has come out of our scriptures. The wisdom of our ancestors. My question to all the directors, in fact, this question I am asking to myself. And Symbiosis International will take the lead in this. Can Symbiosis make a serious attempt to transform the philosophical concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam into reality? I think we can. I think we can. Ultimately, why for this education? Why India should become Vishwaguru? Why this beautiful amalgamation of spirituality and technology, wisdom and dynamism, so that the world will exist one day as a one family. So that one day there will be a world government, government of the world. In order to do that, in order to accomplish this dream of destiny, there should be universities in our country which should accept this education system. And this education system will ultimately should produce global graduates with global attitude, with global mind, Udara Charitana. And these global graduates will ultimately produce global citizens. So the real function of a good university should be to produce a global graduate whose knowledge combines both materialism and spirituality, both technology and wisdom. It is very, very heartening that if you read National Education Policy, 2020. And I read it not once, twice, thrice. And I wanted to find out ultimately what is this national education is all about. Ultimately, what product the national education policy envisages. Yes, we need doctors, we need technologists, we need software engineers, we need engineers, we need poets, we need historians, we need philosophers, no doubt about it. But should they not have concept of global citizenship? And I came to the conclusion that ultimately, NEP visualizes that education system should produce global citizens. For that, you need global graduates. And for that, you need global education system. And as and when this will happen, as and when the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam should be realized and will become a reality through education system. Where is the place for wars? Where is the place for differences? Where is the place for battles? Where is the place for religions fighting among themselves? And this education system must also give some importance to religion. Please remember that without education, humanity will not exist, will not exist. And even if it exists, it will have no noble purpose. So we need religions. And this education system must also include knowledge of Hinduism, Sikhism, Jainism, Islam, Christianity, Judaism. Because it is only when you have knowledge of all religions that you will become really tolerant, that you will respect individuals who may have religion different from yours. I'm not talking about God's existence. Once the question was asked to Mahatma Gandhi, say, do you believe in God? Have you seen God? And Mahatma Gandhi said that God is not a person. God is a principle. One day I was talking to R.K. Lakshman, and he also asked me the same question, Dr. Majumdar, do you believe in God? I said, I do believe. He said, my friend, you believe in God. The question is whether God believes in you. Whether you have those qualities, honesty, integrity, knowledge, a receptive mind, tolerance, respect for somebody with whom you may not agree. So these are the ingredients of this new system, and that is what I at least realize. To be very honest to you, my friends, I don't bother about ranking. Yes, those who are interested may pursue getting higher ranking. But what I believe is that our Symbiosis International University should be great university. Should be a global university. It should be an university where international students, international professors are coming, teaching, doing research. So also our students, our professors are visiting other countries. In fact, there won't be any. No country will be stranger to you. Because as I said, national boundaries are notional boundaries. Globalization is inevitable. And we are passing through, fortunately, and I have a way of hope that we are already started creating one world family. How? In Olympic, countries, different countries of the world, they participate, they play. You have seen the march before the games begin. And you see their flags. And it will amazing thing for you to realize that all flags are almost rectangular, very few like Nepal. So people of different countries are already participating in events like Olympics, cricket, football. I am told that in one cricket tournament, or one world tournament of France, there were many players coming from Africa. So these global events which are taking place, United Nations organization is a number attempt. Unfortunately, it has become ineffective so far. But a day will come when United Nations should and will become the world's score. I do not say that we should not be proud of our own nation. Yes. But I do feel that a good, true nationalist is also a true globalist. I must love my country. I must be patriotic. But at the same time, I should also be global. So this education system should teach the students to be good nationalists, but at the same time, good globalists. And there lies the seeds of Vasudeva. And not a coincidence. As I told you in the beginning, Symbiosis was Destiny's dream. Believe me, that incidents which took place in Ferguson College Hostel was just an ordinary incident. Foreign student suffering from jaundice, his sister passing food through window, I entering into the campus. But the destiny design that there should be a small organization for international students. So we will realize that the journey of Symbiosis started for the welfare of foreign students through Symbiosis International Cultural Center. And then the destiny, that journey progressed slowly from culture to education, from education to health. And now, personally, I feel that the ultimate aim of this university should be to make a serious attempt to see that this university contributes to world peace, world understanding. Contribute to the concept of world is a planet. Friends, all faiths, all religions, they directly or indirectly have dreamt of one world as one world. World is one. So, my friends, let us make a small beginning. And so we have started a small certificate course in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. And I'm told that it has got experience, response. Dr. Vidya was telling me that this year there were more than 400 persons have enrolled. Our professors have framed a small curriculum. And the course has all these ingredients which I told you. Unity, interdependence, coexistence, respect, tolerance, interdependence, all these. Comparative religion. Can we start? Can we make a little beginning from this year? As a mark for golden years. Can we make this course compulsory to every graduate so that you will have a value-added certificate? And slowly we build upon this. So, ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, my dream for the next 50 years is to realize into a reality the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. World is one family. Thank you.
May we all rise and give a standing ovation to our dear sir for always guiding us and inspiring us.
Namaste, namaste. Thank all of you for being patient listening to my thoughts. I'm glad that you spare time to listen to this particular event and wish you a happy Republic Day, happy Amrit Mahotsav Independence Year, and happy Golden Jubilee of Symbiosis. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Honorable Vice Chancellors, Ma'am Dr. Rajni Gupte, to present the word of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Sophia. Respected Dr. S.B. Muzumdar, Mrs. Muzumdar, Dr. Vidya Yarudekar, the deans, directors, faculty, staff, alumni, and the students who are present here today. My greetings to you on the occasion of India's Republic Day and the Symbiosis Anniversary Day. As I was listening to Sir speak, my memories of Symbiosis right from 1976 went through my mind, flashed through my mind. I was a student of Gokhale Institute pursuing my master's, and I was staying in the hostel, which was very close to where Symbiosis is established. And we saw this institution come up, and the name caught our attention, of course. And it was associated with international students. That's all we knew. We knew that it was an institution where largely African students, Afro-Asian students were associated. That was my very first contact or acquaintance with Symbiosis. Little was I to know that my future would get entwined with this wonderful institution that Sir helped build. As I was listening to Sir, every time I listen to the story of Symbiosis, it makes me wonder that this young boy who grew up in a village and who studied in a small town sees something which many of us must be seeing. You know, we see so many things, they impact us. But what do? We simply just let it go. It doesn't stay with us. It does not inspire us to do anything. So when I listen to Sir every time, it makes me realize that, you know, it's not just enough to have an idea or not enough even to say that I can do something. Sir attributed it to destiny. But I believe that destiny also chooses wisely. Destiny chooses people who can actually do something and not merely dream. And that really is what I feel inspired by every time I listen to the story of Symbiosis from Sir. As I look at the university and the growth of the university, how did this institution become multidisciplinary? How did it spread across India? You know, today we talk about multidisciplinary education, we talk about global citizenship. All these were things that Dr. Muzumdar Sir thought of many, many years ago. And today, when we stand before the world, we are able to say with pride that what the NEP is talking about today, multidisciplinarity, liberal education, all of this is something that we have been doing for the last several years. And I think it is the vision of Dr. Muzumdar Sir. It could well have remained a law university or a management institution. But at each point of time, I think as Sir progressed in the way in which he wanted to bring up this institution, I think he was very, very far-sighted. Looking at opportunities, looking at creating employment-oriented programs, making sure that every opportunity to create employable Indians was something that was at the back of the vision that Sir had had for this institution. As we spread across India, I was just noting down, we are present in the north, we are present in the south, we are present, of course, in the west and central India. And for the east, though we don't have a presence, we actually have the Ishanya Center, for students of the Northeast. A very special occasion, a very special place for all of them. Sir spoke very, very eloquently about a vision that he wants for this institution going forward. A vision of interdependence and respect that encompasses the entire globe. And this is ever more relevant in today's context. I will not dare to summarize everything that Sir spoke, but I think what left an imprint on my mind is the thought that institutions can indeed be immortal. And for that, what they need to do is to be agile, to be nimble and adaptable. As in nature, the most adaptable one survives the longest. Sir spoke of Symbiosis meandering like a river in these last 50 years, encountering obstacles and finding its way to where it is today. I'm sure that in the years to come, Symbiosis will find its path on the way that, given the destination that Sir has already given for us, of creating students who are imbued with the idea of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. I'm sure that with his blessings and with the thoughts that he has expressed this morning, each one of us will think of how best we can continue to contribute to this wonderful journey. For an institution can last for centuries. It is, of course, the people, the adaptability, and the vision that we have received so very strongly from Sir that will help us and guide us towards this destination. Dr. Vidya Ma'am spoke about the beginnings, and Dr. Vidya Ma'am also mentioned the hard work of a large number of people which has contributed to this journey. I'm sure each one of us over here knows in our hearts that it is the people who we work with who are really the people who make things happen on the ground. And my sincere thanks to each and every staff member, director, staff member, down to the last attendant who makes our life easy as we go through each day. My sincere thanks to everyone who's present here today. What a wonderful medley of events put this morning. We had international students. Vidya Ma'am, we missed you, but the international students presented a beautiful song in the morning which captured everything, the spirit of Symbiosis. As I end, let me just thank Mrs. Muzumdar Ma'am. Ma'am, you have always been an inspiration for all of us. So quietly working behind and being the strength for so many initiatives that Symbiosis has had. Dr. Vidya Ma'am, Dr. Rajiv, the entire staff, directors, everyone who has been here this morning, and the unique Hall of Fame that we inaugurated today. I think a very befitting beginning on the occasion of our 50th anniversary, where we actually celebrate the success of so many of the people whom we are associated with every day. Our teachers, our non-teaching staff, our alumni who have gone out into the world and have made us proud. So thank you everyone, the entire technical team, for the seamless and beautiful way in which everything has been organized this morning. All the deans, directors, staff, faculty members, students, everyone who's present here today, thank you so much for making this occasion a very, very special one. Once again, sir, my sincere thanks to you, and your blessings, may they always be with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We are nearing the closure of today's ceremony. Let us all arise for the national anthem.
Janagana mana adhinayak jaya he Bharat bhagya vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchchala Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you, everyone. With this, we come to the end of Symbiosis anniversary celebration ceremony. Thank you, everyone.